Okay, Dave Blaze,
right,
big show.
Here.
Got the whole crew here. We got
we got a big show coming up, but I'm serious about that. You know, I try and give you guys real solid information that you're not going to hear anywhere else. But I can joke around too. You know, I can tell jokes for 30 minutes. We are living in very, 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 very serious times. Very consequential times.
I get Dave. I get it. Listen, the problem is seriously. Let me just say this.
Well, when we talked earlier, you were crying in your beer because the tariffs got shot down.
Well,
and I had to explain to you that really wasn't the case.
We will talk about it. Okay, we will talk about it. The problem with what it is with the MAGA network influencers, and not all, but most of the people, is
all of them. Why do you hesitate? Who are the ones that are good? Who you tell me right now?
Bongino.
Not all.
Bongino.
I don't think Dan would classify himself as a MAGA influencer.
Oh, okay. Then you know, whatever it is. Okay, I'm just saying, Dave. I know you're pissed off this afternoon. All I'm saying is the problem is not us and what we're doing. If we wanted to do this and get a lot of views and all this stuff, and I want the views, the problem is we would be giving them stuff like, oh, but by the way, in 3 days the electricity is going to turn off, and you got better fill up your gas tank. Because I just heard it like 5 times.
Is that what our audience wants?
I am sure.
Nonsense.
I am sure. I am sure some of them do, and some of them that do just go their own merry way, and everyone else wants to hear what.
We even put out various projection maps when we get them. When a new projection comes out, we put that out. We take the old ones down. We're trying to keep everybody as up to date as possible because there is such devious, deceitful information all over the internet on a multitude of things.
Listen, the amount of predictions that I've seen, and I wish people would just screenshot these things. And it's amazing they don't. I heard by Friday today we would attack Iran, right? I heard that. Yeah. I heard that by today that you needed to get your car tank filled with gasoline. I heard about the 10 days of darkness. I heard it all. And this is the same things I heard from 3 years ago, same thing. But yet there's real things going on, and there's real negotiations going on. All right.
And what do you think? And what do they think is going to happen? Okay, so let's say the worst does happen, and we attack Iran on the ground, which is next to impossible, and we send ground troops into Iran. What is going to happen? What do you think? Your local gas station is going to run out of gas?
No. The whole listen. I'll translate what it is. Because it's been going on for 3 years. They say that they want this to happen, so that not want it to happen. They say that it's going to be that everything is going to be closed up, and then while they're closing it up, that they're going to make mass arrests with everyone, even though the Trump has the House and Senate, and that's what they want. And then when it doesn't happen, or not when it doesn't happen, people get tired of it and say, "Listen, I'm not voting because evidently the deep state is still around, and there's no use in voting." That's what it's about. All right.
Listen, anyone that is making you feel like you shouldn't vote and you shouldn't participate by using your vote is working for the other team.
Right. Oh no, I've seen that before.
They're not trying to help you and get you involved. No. You're involved. Right. Look, most people are hardworking people. They got to go to work every day. They got to earn a living and so forth. They don't have time to be jerking around and all sorts of political stuff. So their vote is their method of their political involvement. And if these jackals had their way, they would make sure all of the Trump supporters were so disgusted they just stayed home.
No, I know.
Democrats will win.
No, the people here know. Poppy just said that no one's going to stop you from voting, but that's what they want. They want people to stop it from voting.
Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely.
This is the lead story, so I might as well get on to it because it's the biggest thing going on. Here we go. Now, usually it's interesting
By the
because
way, this is my neighbor's house behind me. So I had to blur it because he's a pain in my behind. That's all. I'll leave it at that.
– okay, I know you're dealing with the
Oh, the homeowners associations are crazy. I'm at the end of the street, and you know, I have my garbage pail in front of the fence as opposed to behind the fence. I got a letter. Dave, you're gonna have to move that garbage pail behind. I said, I'm at the end of the line. Nobody sees it unless you're, stalking around my property.
All right.
I'll get off that. Go ahead.
All right. Normally speaking, we lead off with a story from the dispatch. This was not because news broke after the 9 a.m. when the dispatch came out.
Right.
We're bumping this to the top of the story. Supreme Court strikes down Trump's sweeping tariffs, upending a central plank of economic agenda. So, Dave, any way you want to start with this? How about it?
First of all, I would like all of our people to look up and read Kavanaugh's dissent. It's excellent. And basically, he goes through the litany of how Congress has included everything to do with trade in IEPA. And because they simply didn't name tariffs, that this situation on this particular method of imposing tariffs was overturned, basically a technicality. But however, and something in my mind tells me that when the White House was signaling that, look, we have 15 different ways that we can go about imposing these tariffs, that they were signaling to the Supreme Court that it's okay if you knock it down because we have other ways to do it.
Okay. People are weighing in, like Doc is weighing in on the different sections of different laws. I want to just bring you one out because you brought it out today. And I don't know all of the sections of the different laws and so forth, but this is one, Section 301. I know Doc talked about another thing of the Trade Act of 1974. And this one, basically, I think Trump is already engaging in this, but whatever he is, he had a backup plan on this whole thing.
Well, there's that, and there's others where if there's a dangerous trade deficit or another nation is imposing trade restrictions on the United States, we can do the same thing. There's so many things on the books. That's why the left is going to they're going to try and make this a big deal. But the more you dig into it, and that's why I want you to read Kavanaugh's dissent, it is excellent. And it will make you feel better about the whole thing. Trump hasn't skipped a beat.
Okay, with all due respect to all of this stuff, but what about the about $200 billion that needs to go back? What about that though?
Okay, first of all, the Supreme Court said nothing about it.
Yeah, but they're gonna. I get it. I know that, but then businesses like, hey, we need our money back because it's illegal.
Yeah. So what's going to happen with that? If you think that President Trump and the administration is going to hand back the tariff money, you're crazy. Because they could sue for it and it'll be delay. They might see that money in a different administration, but certainly not this one.
I would say what's that called? The chat is going crazy over this here.
Yeah, well, it's a big deal.
I know.
Because don't forget, like you pointed out before, some of that money was earmarked for the Sovereign Wealth Fund, right, and so forth. But that's why I want to keep everybody in perspective that this is like a just the technicality. If you read the various dissents and you check into this, you'll see that President Trump has already pivoted onto all the other methods of imposing these tariffs. So,
okay. All right. On a lighter note, this is what I actually mentioned last night on my TikTok live, but this is what I want to see. He has a State of the Union coming up in a couple of days. This is an interesting video here. Oh, it's real. Oh, Phil, thank you for that.
Yeah.
All right. So basically, it's like, all right. Anyway, check out this video right here.
Now what I'm looking for is the State of the Union address, Kira, on Tuesday, when those Supreme Court justices, at least some of them, will likely be sitting right there in the front rows. What he is going to say in his Supreme Court address, and will he directly address those justices that have now, in his view, have just defied him.
Look, the press always likes friction. That's how they get viewers. They need the friction. Oh, they're going to be sitting right in front of them. We're going to show you the State of the Union. Watch our program and don't watch those other guys, because we're going to tell you they're going to be sitting right in front of them. They're going to be snarling at him. They're going to be looking at him. He's going to be looking down at them.
All right. Well, at the very least, okay. Looks like Trump is already pivoting, which is good. But we already knew. He said it, I think, a couple months ago. He already had a plan B or plan C or whatever.
Right. And that's why I'm saying it was like a nod to the Supreme Court that, you know, it's okay. Because now the other thing that everyone has to consider is this. President Trump's not going to be president forever. Right. So you also have to rein in the executive branch in such a way so that if the next guy or the guy after that is not, you know, let's quote unquote Trumpian, right? And we go back to, let's say, can you imagine a Kamala Harris with this authority, or another Obama with this authority, or
right? Well, I get it. I mean? Yeah, I get it.
You got problems.
All right. Can we move on to the next topic here?
Sure.
Okay, here we go. Okay, Dave Blade, this was on the Dispatch, even though we talked about the tariffs. King Charles fears Andrew scandal not over. Epstein fallout threatens monarchy. Of course, everyone's an expert. But anyway, that's what's going on. It's not over the pond. It's not dying down anytime soon. Any thoughts on
this? And now they're beating up on Sarah Ferguson, because she was married to him. Right. And they're like, you didn't know anything about this. You had no knowledge of this. You lived with the guy. You were married to him. You didn't know anything that was going on. So she's another one in hot water.
Actually, it's interesting. Let me just show the video, because it kind of talks about, like, I mean, they're really concerned about this fallout. Here we go.
Statement, King Charles said the royal family will cooperate with investigators, writing in part, "Let me state clearly, the law must take its course." The former prince was once second in line to the British throne. It's not yet clear how his arrest will affect the royal family going forward.
All right, so listen, it's many people shouting about this fallout and everything, and just let it play out. I hear what people are saying on X as well, the United States. But I have to say that in England, they're taking care of business. It's pretty good.
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on in England right now. So Andrew's not going to be the only one that gets hit by all of this. There's going to be others. There's going to be others. We don't know when. The wheels of justice, they grind slow, but they grind fine. So it's going to be, it's just one of those things. But the people that have been involved in these kind of, for the social media platforms, let me say it, these shenanigans, their time is coming.
Okay. All right, let's do this, Dave. If you don't mind, I'm going to mute my thing. I want to say a little.
I mind. I want to hear what you're saying. Let's hear what you're saying. What are you talking about? Your pants?
Oh, come on, man. I got to say hello to everybody.
All right.
All right, here we go. I'm going to mute.
Yes, dear. All right, who do we have here? As William. All right, Stella. We love seeing Stella. Ginger, of course, great. Lorianne and Ginger, your articles made the cover of 41. Just want to let that out there. Hey, Phil, Wonderful. Tracy, of course, Tracy, terrific. Thank you for that video, Tracy. We posted that all over the place. You know what I'm talking about. Donna, good to see you. I hope it's a little warmer up there these days. Let's see. Daniel, excellent. Always good to see you, Daniel. Let's see who else we got here. If I miss anybody, don't get mad at me. Erin, all right. All right. Let's see. Julie Miller, all right. Very good. Sean McFarlane, great. Great. Let's see. We got Jamie's here. All right. All right. This is good stuff. Beverly, good to see you. That's great. All right. Now, if I missed anybody, don't get mad. The text is about, it's microscopic.
I know. I got it on my big screen too. Okay, Dave, really quick. I'm going to show everyone where to get the dispatch and we get moving. Here we go. Hey, friends, I want to tell you about the dispatch. Some of you guys already know about this, but you're going to love it. Basically, every weekday morning, you get emailed to you the day's leading stories, curated personally by me, Dave Blaze, and the rest of the George Magazine team. Very simply, it goes into your email. You can browse them very quickly, find out the day's top stories so you can get on with your day. So go to georgemagazine.com. You'll see there the dispatch link in the menu. Sign up, and then every weekday morning before 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, you get this email in your inbox, and you can read it, know what's relevant for today, and get started with your day. Okay, Dave Blaze, that's good, and thank you very much. Tracy, our friend, is working both sides. She's working on the comments here, and she's on the TikTok as well.
Oh, Gene, before we move forward, we put a QR code in
I
the
forgot about
upper left-hand corner. If for anybody that comes in or watches, if you scan that, it'll bring you to the dispatch page on georgemagazine.com.
So you can find out. Yeah, it's just brand new. Okay, Dave, let's go on to the next one, because this is talking about, I think silver is up next. I think here we are. Yes, it is. Dave, one of the highlights of all we do is a silver report here. Even my friend has been, had a couple of friends just love this. It's been a great thing. It hit 80 today, so it's back up to that. I say back up, but you actually talked about it as like I won't say a mythical thing, but like once it hits 80, it's like, okay, it's could it hold there?
All of this and all of the back and forth trading, there are certain psychological ceilings and floors, right? Not floors, F-L-A-W, but floor, like a, F-L-O-O-R. All right. So what's happened basically in the silver industry is that for the last 10 years, it's been undermined, right? So I guess the miners or the owners of the mines never expected the Chinese to start going so heavily into solar panels. And then the big thing that's come about is the AI data centers and all of the GPU chips with NVIDIA and Google and so on is using up tons of silver. And there truly is a shortage, right? They can't keep up, the mining production can't keep up with the need for it, because and how you know this is normally if you see the US dollar index high and the dollar is strong, that suppresses silver, right? It suppresses gold to a certain extent too. But what do you see going on is that silver is rising regardless, because the demand, the industrial demand is there. Now, that's different than gold, though, Gene. That's different than gold. Gold will go up because of the tensions around the world with Iran and whatever. But silver is different. Silver is industry.
Right. We talked about it before in the other show, where in the golden silver age in Nevada, they pulled it out of the ground, but now they have to go deeper into it to mine it out. And at one time, silver was used for photography, but no longer because of digital.
Right.
All right.
Right.
Okay. By the way,
so we do the silver and we do the copper updates every morning, Monday through Friday in the dispatch. and we get that out to you right before the market opens, so you have an idea of what to expect.
Right. So check that out as well. Just a tease. We're gonna talk a little bit about the new Air Force One in just a second.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this one, on a lighter note today, if I could do this dispatch, because Trump is back on the campaign trail, and quite frankly, it's fun to watch. Okay, here's the story. All right, this was from the dispatch. Remember, there is a QR code right there. You can scan it and sign up for the dispatch for free.
Awesome.
All right, you guys are crazy. All right. Marjorie Taylor Greene is no longer a congresswoman, but her seat is up and Donald Trump is out. How can they do it? Like supporting the new candidate there. And so Donald Trump's back on the campaign trail. It's kind of nice, to be honest.
Dude, you know, this is another case where you have these people. The only reason she got voted in is because she was an ardent Trump supporter.
Right?
That's it. I mean, nobody else, if they're going to vote for her if she was running as a Democrat or an independent, that's not going to happen. But because she was so in with Trump, you know, she got swept in. And, you know, it's another one of these situations where these people think they're bigger than the, you know, the coattails that they're riding.
Right. And I just want to show, I'm telling the people on TikTok too, on this next video, normally I switch back and forth, but I just want them to see this because this is what we have been saying. Trump is extremely popular. Now, this is in what is it called? Georgia. Okay. It's just this is worthy to watch, just to see him and Trump interacting with people. Okay, here we go.
45 years. 24 years. You're too young for that. Come on, wait. I'll get a Let's get a good one. My president right there. Come on. Order the cash register. I love this.
Thank you for everything.
I just love that. I mean, it's good to see Trump back on the campaign trail, but this is the stuff. There's so many stories we have of him when he does things like this and goes into businesses and everything. Anyway.
Well, that's what I was getting at. The people love him, and he comes in. You know, he's funny. He's cracking jokes. A woman said she's been working there 24 years. He goes, "Oh, come on, you're too young for that," and she got a big laugh out of it. You know, he's very charming. Yes. And the people love him. And that's what makes this this thing with Margie Green and the rest of them so crazy. You know,
you know, it's a formidable force when because Trump knows how important the midterms are. Yeah, and right. He's going for it. Okay, this one we've been waiting for. We talked a lot about this one today, but it has to do with Air Force One, and it's not exactly what you think here. But here we go. All right, Dave, this was in the dispatch. United States Air Force releases new paint scheme for the executive airlift fleet. This includes Air Force One. Now, I'm going to flip through some pictures here, but what's interesting thing about it is we already knew that this paint scheme would be on the new Air Force One.
Right.
And also the Qatari Air Force One that's going to be the in-between. It was also going to be this paint scheme.
Right.
And Trump doesn't want to wait.
Right. And I think in our America 250 legacy, leadership, and landscapes, you have a picture of the original plane that Trump was the original Trump. Trump jet.
So guys, if you want to watch an even everyone already knows what I'm saying. Dave, Steffi Sweet just said it's JFK Jr.'s plain colors. Yeah,
so same with the crew over here on.
Okay, so evidently, it's like there's more. Doc says, "Oh wait, evidently everyone knows."
We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it because long before
this is breaking news. You're never going to believe.
Before President Trump said, "Oh, these are the colors I want," or anything else, we foreshadowed this in the 4th issue of George. But wait, because we want to show you this picture from America 250.
Just so you know, right now, everyone on.
I know. I got the same thing going on here.
Okay, so you guys are wonderful, and some people even say they knew it years ago. Okay, here we go.
Yep.
Now, once again, this is going to be the current Air Force One, which is the old Air Force One, but the new ones and the one in between is going to be like
what?
This.
What kind of word salad was that?
Okay. All right. I'll say it slow. I was speaking Chinglish.
The new Air Force One, the old one, then the new one. They got it upside down. Then they were going to paint it sideways. I don't know what the heck.
All right. I get excited.
I know.
It doesn't matter. Everyone, see, Lori, stop laughing. Stop laughing. Bobby.
All right. Show them the picture from America 250.
All right. Okay. This is a picture. Okay. First of all, you got to get it. All right. I'm getting my copy hopefully on Monday. It comes in. This is the America 250. In there, this is the Trump Force One.
Right.
This is his personal one. And yes, it looks like the same color scheme of not only the Air Force One, but we brought out on this.
Yeah, but now hold on. Before you go any further.
Sure.
Trump's, if you look at the new Air Force One, Air Force One, the color scheme, and Gene pointed this out, and it's very true. The color scheme is the same as Trump's original plane, only opposite.
Yes.
So see, you have Trump on the top and all of that, and on Air Force One now, that part is on the bottom. So it's the opposite. Right. And
this is we called it Trump Force One, but this is from the America 250 book.
That's right.
But so you have the Trump Force One, his personal one, Air Force One, and Dave, you want to talk about issue 4?
And then this color scheme, and our audience knows this all too well. This color scheme is not by accident, and in issue 4 of George Magazine, this is the white cover. The white cover. We foreshadowed that right there.
All right. So this is like, guys, this is 4 years ago we did this.
Yeah.
4 years ago. All right. So we're gonna do this anyway. Can we tell the story about the white cover? Can we do that?
Yeah. So it not for anything, guys. It really mirrors the same situation that the Beatles went through. You had John and George fighting over which they wanted to do a Mount Rushmore, literally on that album.
Yeah. With them on it. So like a Mount Rushmore. George wanted to do something mystical or whatever. Ringo wanted something else. They were all fighting, and John just got sick of all of it because he was always the leader, and he just got sick of all of it. He said, "You know what? You guys can all get lost because we're just going to make it white. Yeah,
it's going to be white." And wasn't that what happened with us?
Yeah, we were
fighting about
the cover. We just said screw it, and it was amazing because, like you remember, it was like our bestseller at the time. And it was like, but anyway, this, just so you know, you got to get, like, this was in issue 4.
Yeah.
So, all right.
And there's specific profiles of guys watching that movie, sitting in the seats.
Yes. All right. People love it. All right. Patreon Mom, thank you. All right, Dave Blaze. Friday, I get a day off tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you.
You get no days off. You're gonna be up milking cows, or what are you doing over there?
All right.
You gotta corral you gotta get the pigs. You gotta get the pigs in the muck.
All right, guys, I want to thank you, and I mean this with the bottom of my heart, and I also want to thank everyone on TikTok. When we first started this, it kind of took on a life of its own because we wanted to promote the dispatch, but we didn't know really how much we would enjoy doing these lives. So I just want to thank everyone for doing this, okay? Coming on.
Hold on, we got one more there. Diane.
Oh.
Wait and see.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Mount Rushmore. You know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a TikTok on that. I forgot that the Beatles were going to be on doing the Mount Rushmore of that issue.
Right.
And here you have this.
Right.
All right. Guys, thank you so much.
Sit tight.
By the way,
lots of things are happening. Maybe not as fast as certain numbskulls on X led you to believe, but everything is falling into place.
Okay. Guys, thank you so much. Today is Friday. No dispatch tomorrow, but you can go and sign up if you don't already have it. And no show tomorrow. We'll be back Monday. But on the weekends is when Dave and I film American Pulse podcast, the film version. So we'll be doing that. It's going to be big. Okay.
Lord willing. Yeah.
All right. There we go. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for checking us out. Don't forget to go to georgemagazine.com and sign up for the dispatch. It's free. Get the emails and the news stories. And check us out Monday through Friday, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You can check us out on Facebook and YouTube. We'll see you then.